Good SummerSlam morning to each and everybody out there. Thank you for tuning in to Thoughts Count Anywhere. Come to you live from the Go Live Vegas Studios in the heart of Las Vegas, Nevada. Wrestling at its best in this town this weekend. More companies are putting on shows, I think, maybe than ever before in any 36 or 48 or 72-hour period. You are watching Thoughts Count Anywhere. Aaron, I'm back in the seat. I appreciate it. Scott Hosey was here last week.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Matt, Chief, and sitting in our DJ booth, one of our proud sponsors. Well, he's a sponsor. I don't know if he's proud or not, but I hope he is.
I'll be proud today.
There you go. Garth Wall from Findlay Mazda joins us today, SummerSlam edition. How are you, bud?
Doing pretty well, sir.
What,
Just a little tired. A lot late night shows and staying
you
busy.
young bucks, man.
Are you
Suck it up, Buttercup.
Are you sitting on the floor that microphone looks like it's like up your nose? Can you raise your
rubber
chair?
hose.
Can you raise your chair?
I was told
No,
to
why-
lower
oh,
my
to
chair.
Lower.
Okay, then maybe just kind of put it off to your side a little bit so we can see your lovely face. Okay.
How's that,
Maybe
sweetheart?
not. Oh, that's a good picture. Not seeing him. There you go. There you go. We want to see your face, dude. I mean, after all, you are a big part of the show, which, by the way, on the 31st of August, the last Tuesday, we're going to be at Firehouse Subs again on Eastern and Rochelle in front of the Walmart.
5905 Eastern.
Perfect.
Suite 109.
That's the man with the memory.
There
right
you go.
There. I love that.
That's it right there. Now,
3/4 Halfheimers.
we
27.5.
we
Yeah.
need a big turnout because why? Because we got
Absolutely.
great giveaways.
Oh, yeah.
We're giving away memorabilia this. And by the way, the Kamala signed picture that I bought for that event is safely in my office at home. So
There
that
you
is
go.
ready to go. You guys said you're going to bring stuff.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to give away a Cancun trip. However, we also have a nice little thing we're doing. We're supporting the Nevada Coalition for Suicide Prevention.
Yes, we are.
Garth Wall is brought us to that group and that group to us. And that night, we are going to make our presentation and donation to the organization for what we have sold, our profits, part of the profits from the shirts that are on our shop. And if you can go to Garth real quickly there, Aaron, so we can see what one of the shirts are. Of course, Garth is wearing. Can you go to Garth for a second? And he's got one of the shirts on, but of course you can go to thoughtscountanywhere. Not me. Go to Garth. Oh, there you go. I'm
That guy.
I'm butting it. Sleep good. Stand up so everybody
Eat,
can see
sleep,
the whole
sell
car.
cars.
There you go. And then the other one is what? What's the other one say?
Watch wrestling.
So 50%. No, you know what? We decided 100% of our profits this
Yep.
time. We're going to do it.
He didn't know that, though.
No, he didn't.
We
So-
just dropped it on him.
That's right. So I
I
had
appreciate it, guys.
I had a surprise
every
with
dollar
something.
counts. Every penny counts.
Yeah, it does.
It's a horrible disease. It affects so many people. Not only, obviously, the person that's afflicted with that horrible disease, but their loved ones and all those around it. It touched me the morning of March 21st, 2015, when I lost my grandfather and mentor, Roy Wall. So if we can stop just one person, then it's all money well spent. So we're encouraging everybody to come out. You know, paper that folds is good, but paper that jingles is fine. All right, just come on out on Tuesday the 31st. Show your support for not only Las Vegas Pro Wrestling, Thoughts Count Anywhere, but this great organization. We
Absolutely.
encourage you all to come out.
So if you go to thoughtscountanywhere.com, click on the shop tab. You can scroll right down through all of our shirts, and we have some. By the way, there's a new one that's up there too. The Compton one, the Compton style, right?
Straight out of TCA.
Straight out of TCA, a new piece.
No,
A new piece that's on the wall.
no.
But if you go on there today and you order one of the shirts that Garth is behind there and get the donation, order it today. Slim chance, there's a chance you may get it in time to come down and watch us at the remote. Or, you know what, we may just pass the fireman's hat around a little bit if people who haven't donated want to. Brandy has put in the chat room. By the way, good morning to everybody in the chat room. Hi, Lisa Joe from Cali, my good friend. Brandy says she made a donation as well.
She did. It was well appreciated, Brandy.
So,
Thank you. Love you, sweetheart.
Absolutely. So everybody who can support it, it's a good cause. We're looking at we're aiming right now for about $300 to
Yep.
be donated for multiple causes, not
Yes.
just from the shirts, but
Yes.
Garth has spoken to other companies and people that he deals with, and he's going to try to wrangle up some donations as well. So we're looking at least a $300 donation to the cause. So
That's cool.
we're excited about that, and we could not do it without you and everybody out there. Okay.
Shout out to the Top Rope Collectible
Yeah,
boys.
I see them in there.
Will,
Absolutely.
Ben, good morning, gentlemen.
I'm sorry, I'm just reading a message in there from Jameis, if I'm pronouncing it.
From Jameis.
As someone who suffers from depression, awesome cause, guys. You never know how much something as simple as a conversation. Absolutely, Jameis. You are 1,000% correct. A smile can make the difference in someone's life as well. So,
Jameis,
thank you.
just a quick thing for Jameis there in the chat room.
Yeah.
You can find me there in the chat room. My number's always posted. You can call me anytime, brother. Don't think there's not somebody to talk to.
He's
You
one
betcha.
of our top rope collectible fellas.
That's good. And as, you know what? I mean, I think I have it in my book, which is now available on Amazon.
Yeah.
Let my voice speak to you. I've been suffering depression since my mom passed. There you go. Thank you. Right on cue. So I've been suffering from depression for 21 years right now.
Oh wow.
And, you know, I'm battling it. I take some, thanks, Chief. You know, I take some medication at times to help me. So I get the depression, and the smallest thing can turn it up, you know, things like that. But yes, talk to somebody. Just reach out. That's why we want to do the remote. Come down, chat with us, have some fun with us, and make some connections as well. All right.
Yeah, definitely. My job working downtown, I've walked into people on top of buildings, people that slit their wrists.
Man,
And
I can't imagine.
So anyway, into the segue. Do you have a story this week, sir?
actually, I don't.
That's-
Nothing really
that's
crazy
a
happened.
first.
It's weird.
Well, after last week with that guy writing a 2-page note, that's enough for 2 weeks.
That was freaking hilarious.
So Thomas Burnett says that he's going to call in after he and his brother Nicholas go meet Fire and Desire. Of course, we know who that is. Mandy and Sonya. Right?
Mandy.
I'll call you later.
There you go. All right. Hey, we don't have much of a run sheet today because primarily we're going to talk about SummerSlam and all the events going around town as best as we can.
Will Hudson, I've got $100 right now to donate
Wow.
from TRC, from Top Rope Collectibles.
Wow.
Thank you, my brother.
Wow.
Means a lot.
Awesome. Thank you, sir.
That means we'll be able to donate 400. So, William, what I could do is I'll give you, if you want to Venmo it, you can Venmo it direct to me on behalf of Thoughts Count Anywhere. Or if you have a connection with either Matt or Garth, if you want to, that'll work either way. So we love you. Thank you very much. We greatly appreciate that support. Okay. So where were we? Oh, so we're primarily going to be SummerSlam. You know, the event's going around town, a lot of signings, but there's like 500,000-600,000 shows this weekend.
As long as we don't talk about the car ornament today, I don't care.
All right. Well, we're going to have to because it's one of the matches on SummerSlam. So
I'm protesting.
Which
okay, that's okay.
It doesn't matter.
Is that important?
No.
Eva Marie.
Oh, please.
Okay, so
That's when we go to the snack bar. We get snacks. We go to the
Oh,
restroom.
look at the fire in his eyes. Look at that. Oh, my goodness.
And
Setting
she's
him
from
up.
my neck of the woods. She's embarrassing the Bay Area.
Wow. Hi, Brandon. Good morning. I'm so excited. 702-329-6947. Press 1 to call in because we'd love to know what your predictions are going to be for SummerSlam. But before we begin, a couple of I Hear voices.
That was pathetic. Sorry, guys.
We're shooting from the hip right now.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. I didn't. I'm
Here,
sorry.
Hold on.
Ah,
There we
go.
There we
I
go.
taught you better.
There you
Sorry,
go.
It's
sir.
early,
I
we're all
won't let you
tired.
down again, sir. I'm sorry, sir.
Okay. So the question here is Sasha Banks. Will she or won't she be there tonight?
I don't know. I actually saw Bianca Belair last night, and I was like, so what's the deal with tomorrow? And she wouldn't really say much. But if Sasha can't make it, there's a certain redhead that's supposed to be backstage tonight.
Hello.
I think that's about the only thing that can top like what happened last night.
No.
Not even really.
No,
it won't
no.
top it, but
That was a once-in-a-lifetime moment last night. Once in a lifetime.
epic.
We'll get back to that. We'll get back to that in a
What
little
did
bit.
I miss?
Oh, so, some guy
What?
premiered on AEW last night. I think we'll
Oh.
get to that. We'll get to that in a little bit.
Yeah.
Good morning, Chief.
So
I'm just waking up. He's 37.5.
They're wrestling fans in here, I swear.
3/4 half Heimlich. Hey, I went to a hell of a lucha show last night, though. I will say that. Saw Mil Mascara's grandson wrestle.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ryan's and I really don't want to jump around, but Ryan puts a point in here because you and I, Chief, were listening to Busted Open.
Yes, sir.
That debut last night was perfectly timed to, dare I say,
Suck
trump
all
the
wind
That's right,
out.
trump the WWE card tonight.
You said that to me off camera.
So now the question is how will WWE up the ante now?
They have to uncork Becky Lynch. They have to.
I gave you my answer.
Yeah. Right. Absolutely. Share it.
Or a
if you-
local boy.
My answer, I think you all are going to get surprised tonight. I don't think Ric Flair signed with anyone.
No, he's not. He has stated he's still indie.
And I think if Cena wins the belt tonight, Ric Flair's going to come out and congratulate him.
Wow.
Okay, now, would that be a surprise for the wrestling fans? Is that
No.
Good, is that good creative writing?
No,
Hell yeah.
God, no.
Hell yeah.
I don't
I
think.
think, I
Go ahead,
think it'd
Doug.
be a big moment. You know, I mean, obviously, it would be a spit in his face if they did it just to do it because he was leaving.
Exactly.
I said
but-
that earlier.
But if he truly comes out and raises his hand and presents him with the belt, it's kind of the Andre Hulk Hogan-esque moment, the passing of the torch.
Right.
Even though Cena's well past.
He's
his
got a
prime.
well. He passed the torch like 10 years ago. He does not need to win this stupid belt.
Well,
Brandy, by the way, does not agree with you, Chief, on your
I don't
prediction.
care.
But
Roman's retaining.
I'm entitled.
for sure.
all right, we're up against our first break, but before we go to our first break,
I still love you,
think,
Brandy.
I think it'll be intriguing to see. I would just love to know why the ladies were off TV a couple of weeks ago and why Sasha now has not been cleared for the second time. I'm just curious more than anything else. All right, next topic under I Hear Voices. AEW has possibly signed a huge talent besides Punk and Danielson. Who do you think it could be? Any
Braun
ideas?
Strowman.
That was my first thought was Strowman, because he's really the only other huge free agent that immediately comes to mind. Even though there's been talk that Strowman, WWE wants him back, but they haven't had that happen yet.
Shouldn't have let him go in the first place.
I'm sorry. I'm reading. Jameis's response includes Chief coming out after Cena wins. And gets involved in Flair and everything else. Okay, the Brooklyn Brawler.
Could you imagine their
Disco Inferno.
anticlimactic ending of Ric Flair coming out and trying to stall for 10 minutes for him to get to the damn ring?
Right? Exactly.
Nobody
Well,
wants
hey,
to see that.
Miz could push him out in a freaking wheelchair.
Oh, boy.
Give him a
But
dripstick.
All right, real quickly, before we go into that, one last comment I want to talk about, and we can pick this up on the other side. Finally, it's come out of WWE headquarters that Vince is willing to listen to anybody who might make an offer for WWE. Buy it, or I mean, when I say buy it, I mean, do you believe it or not? But it came out of the WWE.
I know one person that has enough money that it could happen, but then I think there'd be a monopoly in the wrestling business, and I don't.
Like there hasn't been for the last 30 years.
Yeah.
I could see Steph and Hunter putting together some investors and trying to get it done themselves.
There. Oh, he's got the same hat as I
Oh,
do.
don't put this guy on the screen with me. Come
Why
on.
not? He's got the same hat as I do. That's a good thing. So I don't know. It's just food for fodder because
Thanks, Aaron.
for the first time, they really put it out there publicly from WWE that Vince might be willing to listen on. I say the five of us, including our producer Aaron, we should raise money ourselves and WWE owned by TCA. What do you think?
I've never used my.
I got $5.
I've never used my loan from the military, and I think that's worth like
27.5.
$250,000 or $500,000. I can
You
get
probably
up
pay
to.
for half the roster right there.
So
William Hudson just puts in there that he Venmoed the $100 to your wife's Venmo. Okay, just so you know.
Awesome.
So thank you.
so
thanks,
much.
Will.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, brother. My man down in Florida.
By the way, before we go to break, Garth, do you know what the website is for the coalition that we
It
can give
is
people?
the Nevada Coalition for Suicide Prevention. I'll put up a link on my page. I know it's on the Thoughts Count Anywhere site.
It is.
I
But just Google it, right? They can Google the
Yeah.
organization, right? Nevada Coalition for Suicide Prevention. All right, with that, we want to thank it. Man, the chat room is on fire today. Thank everybody for tuning in. We appreciate it. Give us a call, 702-329-6947. Press the number 1 if you're outside the U.S., 1-855-502-4321. And we want to also acknowledge our special guest here on our front table. And I hope to God nobody walks out of here with like funny...
be quiet.
That's right, exactly. With no funny stuff going on. But Lily has graced us with a pre-SummerSlam appearance.
So,
So
Will, you see who she's over by? Me, buddy.
good luck.
She's useless.
All right, with that, let's step aside for our first break. You are watching the SummerSlam
More than Eva
edition
Marie?
of Thoughts Count Thoughts Count Anywhere. We'll be
I
back.
don't know if it's possibly worthless.
Right
more
after
worthless
this.
than Eva.
1. It's not the worst podcast ever, is it? It's the best podcast. Thoughts count anywhere. All your wrestling news, all your hobbit hey, all your gimmickry. Go on over, listen wherever your podcasts are downloaded. The Thoughts Count Anywhere podcast. I'm the big LG Doc Ellis. That's my endorsement. Booyah!
At Firehouse Subs, a portion of every purchase helps provide much-needed life-saving equipment to first responders. We make our subs differently because our subs make a difference. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
If inspiration is the beginning, where does it lead? Experience the 2021 Mazda 3 sedan and see where inspiration can take you.
Grab the brass ring in a 2021 Mazda 3 with exclusive FSW discounts at Findlay Mazda. Get Garth today at the Valley Auto Mall.
All right, welcome back to the SummerSlam edition of Thoughts Count Anywhere. Chief, you got something over there.
Hey, I want to do a shout out real quick to the guys at Top Rope Collectibles. Will Hudson.
Stop sucking up for a discount.
Will Hudson. They give me a senior citizen discount already. I'm the only one that gets it.
Hey, I have an AARP card.
But anyway, no. But anyway, shout out to Will and Ben, guys. Greatly appreciate
Those guys are
what
awesome.
you just did. And anybody who's on the site, they have a show tomorrow night. They'll be tag teaming it. I believe it starts at 5 o'clock.
That's what she said.
And they have some great stuff. So
Who are you talking about?
Top Rope Collectibles.
Thank you. I just wanted to clarify that. All right. But also we had tomorrow. What other event besides SummerSlam? There's no other wrestling venue that's going on
Let's
today.
see. We have a wrestling show at
tomorrow
at FSW today.
Yep.
FSW versus GCW.
12 o'clock.
Tom Crawford just put it in the chat room.
I don't care. I'm the chief.
No,
I'm going to give a rundown. Tom,
go.
Tom, stay in your own lane, buddy. Anyway, then we have tomorrow 2:30 versus Studio versus Wrestling. It's a free show, no charge.
At the Boulevard Mall.
At the Boulevard Mall. Then we have a 2 o'clock all women's show at FSW Arena. Starts at 2, and then there's another show at 6 o'clock tomorrow night, and I forget what the call is on that one. But there is 2 shows tomorrow.
Super Beast, I think.
And then there is a show at the Super Beast
Compound.
tomorrow night, and I don't remember what time that is. Then we got some damn WWE shit in town that is too damn expensive, and just wait. The Chiefs rant's going to be great this week, folks. Just wait. I'm getting primed up.
Listen, he got fired up for it on unsportsmanlike conduct. Give us a little,
buddy.
And then in 7 minutes, he's going to go full throttle with his rant. Okay.
I love how the people bitch about WWE prices. They'll pay $50 to watch Joe Schmo wrestle from the front row, but won't pay $25 to watch the biggest
company,
second biggest pay-per-view of the entire
Bitter party
year.
of one, please. Bitter party of one. Your table is ready.
Oh, thank you. I've been waiting all morning for this lousy service.
Hey, I heard we're not supposed to go to Dick's Last Resort to eat anymore. Is there any truth to that?
No.
Oh,
why is that? Who?
I don't know.
What happened? Okay, so it's funny. It's funny you mentioned about prices because unfortunately, I was scheduled to go see tonight with everybody. Unfortunately, because of my procedure, I'm being very conservative. But anyway, so I was online. I was looking at shirts, hats, all that stuff. So I walked into Walmart up on Rainbow and Cheyenne, right there in the men's section.
Yep.
I turn to my right, racks of SummerSlam shirts or retro shirts.
Yep.
Now, I'm sure at the event or online, they're $20, $25, maybe even $30. At Walmart, they were $9.99. That was it.
Huh?
I bought 5 shirts. One for my wife, one for my daughter, a couple for me.
See, we're representing.
Yeah, absolutely. I wanted, and it's funny, I almost pulled the gray one out. We could have had our own hat trick there.
I may or may not have spent $350 at the superstore.
And while I'm thinking of, do you want to talk about your ring for a minute? Because
my ring.
You won't stop fiddling with it.
I know, because I'm not used to it. All right, so I don't know, Aaron, if
all
you can.
that bling or whatever
I'll just
the hell the
keep my
new
hand on the
terms
edge.
are or whatever,
So
I don't know.
2018, for those who may or may not know or remember, I was inducted in Las Vegas Entertainers Hall of Fame. We get a certificate. We're on their website and everything else. And I said to my wife, I said, it would be kind of cool if there was a Hall of Fame ring like Super Bowl and Hall of Famers get. So unfortunately, you can't see it totally clear. But this is a one that I actually had personally designed. And it has a microphone logo right in the heart. And across the top, it has my name, Aaron Phillips, the voice. And underneath, it says LV Entertainers HOF 2018. And, yeah, so it's blingy beyond what I normally wear. It came in yesterday. Oh, there you go. Look at that ring, huh? Look at that.
Wow.
All those stones.
I'll give you $1,250 for it.
I'll take it.
What kind of person buys their own award
I don't know.
or their own has something custom made to? I guess I should.
John
I've
Cena
got
and
my own
Aaron
too.
Phillips.
I'll join you,
Oh,
sir,
hell
because I
yeah.
ordered my own too. So don't worry about it.
All right. See that? Listen, I don't listen. I'm really bad at self promotion, but I saw
Hey.
this website come on. I'm going to have a
This
look.
is the guy with the ring, the
You know
book.
what? You know what, my friend?
Somebody follows him on
Hey.
Facebook.
Well deserved.
Thank you. I appreciate.
Not the ring. Not the ring.
The Hall of Fame.
The Hall of Fame.
I-
Well deserved.
Thanks. So when it arrived, I took it out of the box and I showed him. And I was telling I wanted it, and I showed her. She goes, "Oh my God!" She says, "You're not really going to wear that."
Why don't you
ever."
make it into a necklace?
What am I?
I
Flavor
think we're
Flav?
going to need a bigger hand.
Bruce, get these hands. So I showed it to my wife. She says, "You're really not planning on ever wearing that, are you?"
Hell yes.
I said, "Hell yeah, I'm wearing it tomorrow on the shows." She just put her head in. Ugh.
She's like, not with me in public, buddy.
Exactly. All right, let's get fired up. Let's go over some of these matches for tomorrow before we get to the Chiefs rant. We'll break it up.
Hey, anyway, besides
couple hours.
Carlos, it probably is.
besides Strowman, who really?
Who could it be?
Yeah, I'm
I
being
don't know.
honest.
I can't think of anybody else that's out there. Who's out there still?
His 90 days isn't up, but Bray Wyatt.
His 90 days is not up. Did you see his post with what his new mask is going to look like? That's crazy. Crazy stuff.
He has a mind.
Oh,
He
absolutely.
creative.
Imagine a fully creative
You know
let
what?
go Bray
let me,
Wyatt
let me
anywhere.
go this way. Could it possibly be a wrestler from New Japan?
James Palmer puts in there Adam Cole. Because as everybody knows that, and it's been reported that his contract ends
Good one, James.
This
theoretically
weekend.
tonight.
It ends tomorrow,
Yeah.
TakeOver. Right
Yep.
after TakeOver.
So that's an interesting name. Who from New Japan were you thinking of? Because I'm not sure who's out there.
If it ain't Okada, nobody cares.
That's
That's
what
true.
I'm thinking.
There you go. All right, so stay tuned, as they say. All right, let's get into some of the matches before we go to Chiefs rant at the bottom of the hour. Let's start off with what the first one is here on the list: Goldberg versus Lashley. This is we know that Goldberg can't do long matches, so this will probably be at max a 5-minute match. Trade of a couple of spears, probably.
Is this the order of the matches? Do we know, sir?
No, this was me at 2 o'clock in the morning trying to remember what was on the show.
Okay, then I'll probably be getting snacks during this match.
But let's make a prediction
No.
other than what kind of snacks you're going to get.
I
I'll take a box of Red Vines and a
I-
large soda, please.
I predict Lashley.
At Allegiant Stadium, that'll be like $75.
It'd be money well spent to avoid that match.
I predict Lashley.
Okay, so Lashley, 1.
I predict somebody's getting a big ending no matter who wins it, and Big E's going to cash in Money in the Bank.
Ooh.
My brother from another mother.
Garth, who's your prediction for that match beside Red Vines?
Gage Goldberg.
Gage, the son. Wouldn't that be fun if he somehow gets involved to help Goldberg win?
How did
I
that
doubt
kid
it,
look
but-
like he aged like 20 years in like 5 years?
Right?
Steroids.
So, oh, jeez. Oh, my goodness. All right, I'm going to jump around on this list. I'm going to save some of the bigger matches for discussion in a little bit. So let's go to McIntyre and Jinder Mahal. Heath Ledger
Has
will
anybody
come out.
really got to guess that one?
Heath Ledger will come out and be the guest referee, and we'll have 3MB all back together.
I'll be at the snack bar.
So you get a double up on the Red Vines.
Yeah.
So suffice it to say, everybody agrees it's going to be McIntyre. Is that what I'm kind of leaning to?
It's got to be McIntyre, but I think for WWE solely just to troll everybody, I can see Jinder Mahal winning
my
this somehow.
God.
You know, I want to ask. I want to ask a quick question. We've only gone through 2 matches. Okay. There's a lot of wrestlers that are not going to be on the show tonight,
And they're taking up spots for Hall of Famers.
and they're good quality wrestlers. And you look at the first 2 matches here.
Mm-hmm.
I think my opinion, I think WWE could have done a hell of a lot better on putting matches together than what these first 2 are. Just my opinion.
Okay.
I think you're right, Chief. I think what they wanted to do with the first crowds being back, they wanted to stack it heavy with the big names, but the crowds were going to come back no matter what. You could have put 2 people from the convenience stand in there, and people are going to show up.
I just
Not necessarily.
one of the big yeah, it's true. One of the biggest names though that is not here, and there's stories about it, is Asuka. Ever since the Money in the Bank match, she hasn't been on TV. Well, regardless, but she was as important wearing that belt as Drew McIntyre was during the pandemic. Okay?
Absolutely, she carried it.
So here you got, and the reason she hasn't been on TV since the Money in the Bank match, they have nothing planned for her. How do you do that to someone who has that long record in NXT, everything else? She held the belt for almost 300 days. You know, how do you not find something for her?
It
Like
starts.
they have like nothing for her, but they have all sorts of stuff for Eva Marie.
It starts. It starts at the top and shit rolls downhill, sir.
Speaking of that, I think it's time to get Chief totally fired up. It is time at the bottom of the hour now to get ready for full force the Chiefs rant. So,
Fasten your seatbelts.
hope you're all ready. You have a cold water jug ready to put out the fires. Without further ado, it is now time for the Chiefs rant.
Good morning. This is the Chief. My 3 minutes of fame. It's now 2:58. I'll tell you what I'm going to talk about today. I'm going to talk about pricing, and somebody brought it up earlier, and there are a lot of wrestling activities going on out here in Vegas, and I looked at the prices for WWE and the people that they had signing. $175 for people signed, and you couldn't even get your own damn product signed. You had to take the product that they give to you, an 8x10 photo that was mass signed. You can't even take your own item in for $175. That's bullshit. Okay, that's plain out bullshit. Then you got other people, and I'll throw this out. I won't mention the wrestler's name, but I contacted Will earlier in the week about a wrestler that's out here in Vegas signing, and I asked Will. I said, Will, what is a good charge for this autograph? And he said, $40, Chief. The guy's charging $70. Okay, now my point is, folks, we're just getting, the vast majority of us, we're just getting going back to work, okay? And people can't afford the prices that the WWE, and unfortunately I've got to use them, I got to call them out. They can't afford the prices. $175 for a freaking autograph? Get the hell out of here. You know what happened to the day? You want people to fill the stands. You want people to enjoy your product. Give them a freaking break. Okay? What was ringside tickets? $4,000, I think.
Something like
I
that.
I heard something like that.
4,000.
Yeah, $4,000.
One guy had it for 15.
Who the hell can afford $4,000? I mean, come on, WWE. You want the fans to come back? I'm not going to say lower your prices all the time, but for God's sakes, help the American public out and let them enjoy the program. I talked to a lot of people in the last couple of days. There are so many people out here from all over the country. I talked to people from Idaho, from Minnesota, from Pennsylvania, from Maine. Even talked to a person that came over from Australia that went into 2-week quarantine so that they could be at SummerSlam tonight.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Okay, and I'm going to tell you, WWE fans, the WWE is not doing this right now. Okay, the prices are astronomical. I'm not saying protest or anything like that, but it needs to cease. So I didn't holler today, but that's my thoughts on price gouging. So you know what? If you disagree with me, call in on the damn phone and we can have a discussion about it. That's the chief, over and out.
702-329-6947. 1-855-502-4321. Press the number 1 to come right to the studio. Okay, good stuff, and I couldn't agree more with you, Chief.
The price gouging, how did the whole world manage to get here to go?
Exactly.
Good point. If you listen, when I sold timeshare, we used to have the philosophy: if you want something bad enough, you're going to come up with the money to do it.
Their product's so bad, people are going to 2-week quarantine just to watch a 3-hour show. But it's so bad.
All right,
It is bad.
a lot of great comments in the chat room.
Were you
Keep
going to
firing
fly
them in.
across the country for Sunday at one point?
Oh yes,
Isn't
that's
that a
right.
little price gouging to get an airline ticket to Florida?
I can afford it. I'm retired 3 times over, so I can afford it.
I know. So
Okay.
can a lot of other people sucking up the government's money for a year.
All right, let's get back to the.
No,
let's get back to
brother.
the card.
Hey, don't even go there, buddy.
Oh, we
because,
can.
You're
because,
watching Thoughts Count anyway.
because I did it for 27,
I feel
so
like
you
this
can
is the
do
end
what
of
the
60
hell you're
minutes.
doing
Remember
right
when they
now.
used to debate?
Don't forget that.
Not
No.
that kind of government money. I'm talking about the,
Oh, I don't know, man. I'm talking about my military retirement.
You're watching Thoughts Count Anywhere, coming to you live from the Gold
We
Light
got a
Vegas
phone
studios.
call.
All right, Kim Kardashian? I'm not sure. That's almost what it said. Thank you for calling Thoughts Count Anywhere. Who's this, please?
This is the Desert Shark here.
Oh, the Desert Shark himself. How are you, bud?
I lost my voice.
Yeah, where'd you
I
lose
am headed
it?
to FSW versus GCW, then SummerSlam. My voice is going to be gone after the weekend.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Will I see you there today?
You will see me there, Chief.
Good. I'm going to take your kneecaps out.
All right.
All right, so do you have thoughts on SummerSlam? You have a prediction? What you got?
I have a bold prediction.
Okay.
Big E will be the new champion.
So she's going to go up against Belair, is your prediction?
No, Big E Langston.
Oh, Big E.
is
I'm
gonna
sorry. I
catch-
thought you said Becky. I'm sorry.
Big E, right?
No. Yeah, Big E.
Okay.
He's going to
Money
win.
in the Bank winner. He's going to win.
Drink some water.
So he agrees with what Matt said.
Great minds think alike.
You know, that makes sense, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
Especially know with this garbage with Baron Corbin now stealing the contract. There's a little twist there also. So, all right. Hey, we got another caller calling in, Mr. Shark. Thanks, bud. I got to take the next call.
No problem, brother.
See ya.
see ya.
Have a good one.
All right, caller, thank you for calling. Name, please. Where are you calling from? Hello? Wireless caller.
Is it Thoughts Count Anywhere you're looking for?
Just read out the phone number and embarrass them.
I know.
All right, well, let's disconnect it there if you don't mind there, Mr. Producer, and I'm going to ask the person to please call back. All right, so let's get back into the card here real quickly. I'm going to jump around a little bit. So the Sasha and Bianca match, although it's listed here, there's a big question mark for that match, right? So can we really make a prediction because we don't really know who's really even going to be in the damn match?
For those of us that have been under a rock, why would Sasha not be there?
Well, because 2 weeks ago, both Sasha and Bianca did not show up on TV, and they were listed both unmedically cleared to perform. The following week, Bianca was originally cleared. A day or two later, Sasha was, so the match was quote-unquote back on. Now, within the last 24 to 36 hours, Sasha has not been cleared yet again. So there's a lot of gray area around that match tonight.
Alrighty.
So that's what's happening. So do we want to make a prediction if it's these two? Do we want to make a prediction that Becky's going to, or do you want to just leave this one alone? But you guys think about that. We have that caller. Thank you for calling Thoughts Count Anywhere. Who's this, please?
Here's Nick Brunette.
Oh, Nick, buddy.
What's up, Nick?
Woo. How are you, my friend?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Good.
One half of the Brew Brothers.
In the house. Chief, how are you guys doing?
Doing well, my brother. Doing well.
What you got for
So
us, Nick?
I'm calling from the Mandy's here at the Space LV right now.
Oh, get him on the phone, dude. I don't
I
want
was
to
going
talk
to say,
to
put Mandy
you.
on the phone and be our number one fan.
I'm already out, though. There's no line right now. If anybody who's listening wants to come, there's no line.
But
there's
wait,
one
no,
comment-
but wait until 10 o'clock. Don't leave in the middle of our show to get down there. Although I guess you can if you. I guess you can.
He's already there.
Any way you can.
I know. No, I guess you can go now if you download the Go Live Vegas mobile app to your phone. You can at least keep listening to the show.
Or Facebook or Twitter.
Right,
or
exactly.
Instagram
Or if you have it on your
Twitch
phone and you can listen through Bluetooth on your car radio.
There you go. So what's up? Give us a couple of predictions. What's on your mind?
Okay, so just met Sonia and Mandy Rose. Super cool. Got a couple of donuts. Really nice girls. Real quick, I believe Big E is going to cash in tonight on Goldberg. He's going to be the new champ. John Cena is going to win and crush Ric Flair's record today. Nope. He is the record breaker. I hope Sasha Banks and Bianca is on the card tonight. It's advertised, but we haven't seen them. They weren't on SmackDown yesterday, so I hope they're on the show. It's going to be great.
So let me ask you a question. First of all, people, just clarify where you are right now.
I'm at the Space LV at the Mandy's Donuts.
There you go. See, people were just wanted to clarify where you were calling in from.
So how's Mandy's Donuts?
They're really good, really good. They're in partnership with the Donut Bar at downtown Las Vegas. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Right
gotcha.
on. Good. That's. I'm glad you're having a good time.
Hey, while I'm shouting out, tomorrow, 2 o'clock, the Brew Brothers, Nick's got a podcast he puts on Card Show tomorrow.
In the middle of Versus Pro Wrestling?
Hey.
What's up with that?
Hey.
They're supposed to be at Versus.
What's up with that? Got to do.
I have obligations I need to complete, but I will be at FSW tomorrow night.
There you go.
I won't be, unfortunately. If you do come down to Versus tomorrow and you would like to receive a copy of my book autographed, they are on sale at the Versus Pro Studios at the Boulevard Mall.
Do you give senior citizen discount?
For you, maybe. For everybody else, I'm not so
Five-finger
sure.
discount, Chief.
Right, exactly.
I already got
37.5.
37.5.
Okay, so come on down to Versus, but no, that's good. Listen, I was in your chat room for one of the shows last weekend. I think it was last Sunday. Listen, great stuff.
Yeah.
I love what's happening there with what these guys are doing, and then Top Rope is great. I mean, this phenomenon now is tremendous, and I think it's a great thing to go in line with what you guys talked about with pricing.
Absolutely.
Affordable products and items that people can really get involved with, and kids too.
And you know what? The shows are class shows. There's no stress. Everybody enjoys everybody.
Right. Absolutely.
And that's that's the main thing.
All right, Nick, we're going to let you go, bud. We're running up against the clock here.
Hey, I appreciate it. I'm glad you're doing better, Aaron. Glad to see you on the show.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
You guys need to leave so I can pick Thomas up a little later.
Yeah, he's talking to some people, so we're about to leave.
All right, brother.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
All right, then, hey, guys, great show. Thanks for the shout-out. Really love you guys.
Thanks, bud. We'll see you soon.
You.
Thank you, man. All right, we're gonna. I want to go to break a minute or two early, so then we come back. We've got to focus on the rest of the SummerSlam card and get into birthdays and everything else. We've got a lot to do. So can we just do like a 60-second break as usual at this point there, Mr. Producer, or 30 seconds? What do you got queued up there? All right, let's step aside for 60, right? And then we come back. We're going to cover the rest of the SummerSlam card and a little more, and we'll be back right after this.
If you order Firehouse Subs online or with our app, we'll have those delicious, melty subs boxed, bagged, and ready to pick up with Rapid Rescue to go. Firehouse Subs. Enjoy more subs. Save more lives.
This is John Cena. I just wanted to send you a congratulations on your podcast. Thoughts count anywhere. Because indeed they do. Thoughts are important. I mean, what would we do without them? And how can they not count anywhere? Is there a place that thoughts don't count? I can't think of one. Well, I just wanted to say thank you very much, congratulations, and good luck on the podcast. Thoughts count anywhere, because they do.
That was a quick 5-second countdown. You see how that was like a bad referee giving a quick 1, 2, 3.
We just got launched.
My goodness. All right, welcome back to the final quarter, 15 minutes or so of Thoughts Count Anywhere. We got a lot going on. Good morning. Sean is in the chat room. Jameis, thank you very much for those kind words. If you are in the Jameis, you live in Vegas? Because I don't know.
No.
Oh, Jameis, and you can email me through Facebook. And I'll reach out back to you, and we'll make arrangements for the book, or you can download it off Kindle if you read books on Kindle through Amazon. Okay, let's get back to the card. Now I'm just going to go straight down the order. I'll leave the main event for last, however. Nikki Ash, Rhea Ripley, Charlotte. Give me a winner. Garth.
Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley. All right, I think that's a full house on that one. The Mysterios versus the Uso brothers for the tag titles. The Mysterios have been getting beaten lately on TV.
I'm still going to stay up my Usos.
Okay.
Usually whoever gets beat up like constantly during TV wins at the pay-per-view, so I don't know. I would say the Mysterios, but the whole family thing, I'm going with the Usos.
Okay, unless they're going to cause friction between Reigns and the Usos by losing the belt. Mysterios. All right, there you go. Edge versus Seth.
That's what we're all coming to see.
A little brood moment last night on SmackDown.
Loved it.
That's going to be the match of the night, and I think Edge is going to take it.
Do you think that could be the main event? Do you think it can bump Reigns and Cena if it's that
No.
good? No, I just thought I'd throw it out there. Chief, who you got?
Should be, but down.
Seth.
All right. I got, let's see, Usos, Edge. Okay, I'm going to go with Edge also at this point as well. Let's see. Tag team, AJ Styles and Omos, whatever, however you pronounce his name, versus Riddle and Orton. Does RK Bro break through here? I say yes.
I think
RK Bro.
I just want to see the shenanigans they pull with the titles. That's going to be great.
I met freaking Omos yesterday.
Did you
That
really?
guy is a freaking giant.
Well, he's over, obviously he's over 7'2", 7'3", something like that.
They make him seem huge on TV. You're just like, whoa.
You're also a little vertically challenged yourself.
Remember
Matt. No big deal.
the last NXT show that was out here before COVID?
Yeah.
Almost was there. He wrestled.
Nice.
Yeah, he wrestled at that one.
Oh, okay.
And he is a big,
He's a super nice guy.
as most of them are,
That's right. All right, so we're looking at new.
most.
except the mid Carters.
By the way, the lot of news floating around in a lot of the predictions that there will be quite a few title changes tomorrow. That seems to be the rumor going on. We have a couple of title changes in our discussion here. Sheamus versus Priest.
Speaking of title changes.
Right, exactly.
It's the
Damian
time.
Priest.
It's the time for the Priest.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
He's paid his dues. Time to get it.
Danny Cage, you better be watching tonight.
All right, there you go. I agree with that. I think he's going. I think Priest is going to win. All right, Alexa and Eva. I know you don't want to talk about the hood ornament and dewdrop and all that, but it is a match.
Chief's favorite's going to win. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't care.
Alexa Bliss is winning for sure.
I'm sorry, I don't care about this match.
All right, Garth.
And it's not because Eva's in it.
I don't know. I just want to see Dewdrop just smash Eva and send her back to Concord where she came from.
I think Dewdrop is one of the worst ring names I've ever heard. I think Lily wins the match.
I saw her last night.
Excuse me.
Okay, Vicky, what do you want?
That's WWE's creative.
I know,
It
right?
was funny. I
And we
saw
know
her
what we
last
say about
night.
that.
Dewdrop.
Yeah, and I was like, "Hey Piper, would you mind getting a picture?" I was like, "I refuse to call you Dewdrop," and she started laughing. I got a picture with her.
Well, that's good.
She was cool.
That's good. You know, maybe for next week's show, after our post SummerSlam show, whatever pictures you guys have, let's send them to Aaron. We can pop them up and talk about it.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
think that'll be good. Did you talk to any of them about coming on the show?
I all get the same answer. You got to go through WWE.
Yeah, I know.
They never answer the goddamn emails.
All right, let's go for it, guys. Reigns and Cena.
Okay, I talked to a lot of people yesterday about
Yes, sir.
this match.
Yes, sir.
And I probably talked 50 people at least at the signing and then at the Lucha show last night. Every one of them said Reigns. Not one Cena came out.
Okay.
All Reigns. So
In the Superstore and all the people I saw like around like all the hotels, it was pretty 50-50. But I think Roman Reigns is going to retain.
I think Roman Reigns retaining is what's best for business.
But then that means if he does retain... Oh, wait, we're talking about Big E cashing in on the Lashley match, right?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Finish your thought.
That was it.
That was it.
Yeah,
All right.
that's how much of a thought John Cena gets. He's just an afterthought.
Eva with 5 botches.
Well, I wrote. It's funny because I
Even
caught
with 5 botches.
I wrote down here because
Yes.
the comment caught me, and I wrote, "Well, what's the over/under on botches in that match?" And we got a 5 on the table.
Who the hell wrote that?
So that was
I'll take that.
Jameis, good job,
Yeah,
Jameis.
exactly.
Jameis, I'll take the over on
My
that one.
man.
Okay, so I listen. Cena, I think, is getting such positive response from the fans, more so now than he ever has. Because
Oh, yeah,
we always
for
know
sure.
what his track record is when he goes into matches with the chants and everything. But I think the family storyline is just way too powerful a storyline, especially if they're leaning towards The Rock coming back for WrestleMania.
Well, Sean, I trust what Sean says, even though he wears glasses and watches the radio now. He says Reigns, he hit too hot right now.
He is too. That's a typo.
And this is a huge win for him to solidify his position.
Exactly.
And I don't, that, Sean, you hit it on the head, buddy. Thank you.
I think I already thought Reigns was going to win, and then when he said on SmackDown, I'm either walking out that stadium Universal Champion or I'm leaving WWE.
Yeah, exactly.
That pretty much solidified his win right there.
And that's what I said to Aaron earlier, that kind of,
Foreshadowed.
You give the ending up of the damn match. Come on.
Exactly. All right, let's go into WWE is going to show some new game footage. I guess they have their new wrestling game coming out, right?
Yeah, WWE 2K22.
Okay.
They're finally releasing some footage of the game. They took them 2 years to
Who's going to win
fix
that?
the debacle of WWE 2K20, which is the worst game ever.
Who's going to win it?
The video game?
Yeah.
PlayStation 5 and Xbox One X.
Oh. Okay.
37.5.
Can you repeat the question?
You can't play the game on the radio. Chief.
What
Sorry.
is? Who is?
Oh.
All right. Okay.
Hey, if it
By the
can't-
way, the website for the organization, the suicide prevention, is nvsuicideprevention.org. And on the 31st, we will have a representative from that organization to receive the donation from us for that.
at Firehouse Subs, 5905 Eastern Avenue, Suite 109.
If you can pull up a picture of that there, Aaron, and pop it up if you find it, that would be great. Okay, let's talk. Christian
Not
won.
that one.
Yeah, there's
Not that one. The new one. Do you have the new one? He's got a post on Twitter with his new one. I don't know if it's connected to the article or not. But yeah, Bray Wyatt teased a partial view of a new mask that he's been designing to debut wherever that is going to be. Okay, Christian wins this past weekend. He retires the TNA Championship. But let's spend a few minutes. You know what? You want to do birthdays first before we talk about Punk?
Yeah.
Or you want to talk about Punk first?
Do birthdays.
All right. Chief says birthdays.
Please.
Yeah, finish with the good one.
All right. So as I give Aaron an opportunity to pull up our birthday music while I also ask him to pull up the Fiend mask. All right. I didn't get to do this last week, but now I can say it if you're celebrating a birthday from today through next weekend, Friday, whatever Friday's date is. I'm so out of whack right now. 27th. You're celebrating birthday with these people. On the 21st, you got Nathan Jones, Trent Seven, Eve, and Rowe. August 22nd, Stevie Ray, Paul Ellering, Jay and Jimmy Uso, Pac, and Apollo Crews. Is he celebrating in his natural state, or is he... Anyway, never mind.
Huh?
Never mind. Don't worry about it. August 24th, and I'm doing that for a reason, Sho Funaki, Vince McMahon himself, Rocky Johnson. Is that The Rock? Or is that the Rocky Johnson dad?
That's that.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Tino Sabatelli, Grand Metallic. By the way, do you have a throwback name? Do you have a throwback name for us after we come back? August
I'll think one up.
August 25th, Ivan Koloff, Crash Holly. By the way, Molly Holly was announced as now a producer backstage.
Good.
Kylie Ray, August 26th, P.D. Williams, August 27th, Kali, Sergeant Slaughter, and Jazz. And I'm purposely saving this one for the end. August 23rd, one of the premier supporters of wrestling overall, right up there with Chief and Garth and all of us. Miss Brandy Lowry is celebrating a birthday on August 23rd.
Happy birthday, Brandy.
Absolutely.
Happy birthday to you.
We love you. Celebrate it as best as you can. Many, many more. And we appreciate you being part of the wrestling world here in Vegas and part of our Thoughts Count Anywhere crew and all the support you give us as well. Thank you so much, Brandy. We appreciate it.
I'm taking
I saved
her-
the best for last of that.
Liz and I are taking her to dinner Monday night.
Very nice. Very nice.
What time do we show up?
I was going to say.
Thanks for the
6 o'clock.
invite.
Where are we going?
It's not Firehouse Subs, that's for sure.
Oh, jeez. All right. Oh, could we make a
That
party
narrows
of
it down, Chief. Thanks. I'll see you there.
All right.
Got it.
Okay. CM Punk, guys. We have about 6 or 7 minutes to talk about the return of CM Punk to AEW.
What a moment.
It is. Yes. Go ahead. Talk about it, Garth.
When he first came out, it just kind of sat there, and you could see him just soaking it in, and you could see how much he actually missed pro wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
You could see it in his eyes. And he comes down, and the one kid has a sign that says basically, "If Punk's not here, we riot." So he hugs that kid, then he stage dives into the crowd on the other side, and it comes up. He's standing on the other side of the barricade. Security's trying to get him over, and he's getting into the chant with the people chanting CM Punk. But when he stepped in the ring and sat down and assumed a pipe bomb position, we knew we were in for a good one. And him and Darby Allin is going to be I don't know if there's a better way for him to kick off his return than up against a guy like Darby Allin.
Gentlemen, there you go. There's a great picture of it there.
What a way to deflate SummerSlam weekend.
Yep, talked about that earlier. Absolutely, absolutely. Well planned by AEW, quite frankly, from that standpoint.
Checkmate.
Oh, I'm saying if WWE didn't think they were competition beforehand, they better get their shit together real
there it is.
quick.
There it is.
Almost has a Green Goblin feel to it.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
So this is on his Twitter account. Bray Wyatt has shared this rendering of what his new mask will look like when he debuts wherever. Maybe he'll debut with us.
I still wish they would have trolled the audience for like a couple minutes before CM Punk came out.
The best one I saw was someone saying that MJF should have came out with his knuckles taped and a hoodie, came out and kind of kneeled down, done his thing, and stood up and pulled the hoodie off, gone down, trolled, then CM Punk would have came out.
Interesting. Chief, your thoughts? No thoughts on it?
No.
If they would have hit Cult of Personality, the MJF would have walked out there and be like, "Do you expect somebody else?"
The one thing I applaud is Punk calling Darby out. Okay? I think Punk sees Darby as the up-and-comer to be the next one to get into the forefront.
Mm-hmm.
And, I applaud it. Punk's a class act. I'm glad. Next one up, Bryan Danielson.
The two of those guys have got great wrestling minds, and I think they can really bring up the next up-and-comers.
And, of course, Tony Khan, with Punk, and then rumor is it that Daniel Bryan, or Bryan Danielson, as he'll appear, I believe, in AEW, he'll debut when they go to New York at the Tennis Center.
Arthur Ashe Stadium.
But the hook is wondering who this next person is that he's going to sign. So that's a nice, that's a great marketing move on his standpoint.
How about Bray? He signs Bray, and Bray takes over the
Dark Order.
Dark Order.
There was talk about that as a possibility, as well as does the Dark Order really need a leader right now until his son is able to do that in about 10 years. So, listen.
That's a long way to ride it out.
I know, right? I love
Talk about long-term storytelling.
That's right. That would test creative, wouldn't it? I love story. I love pops. Like when The Rock comes back out of nowhere, the stadium blows off the roof. Steve Austin, all of that stuff. Sting just jumping right up after being power bombed into the table the other night.
Yes.
Double slam was crazy.
Not bad for 50-some years old.
No, absolutely. I think he's close. I was going to say he's over 60.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's over 60.
He's got his AARP card, too.
And he's got it directed to 911 just in case.
I resemble that remark.
There you go. There's Sting right now. We got him in the booth with us. There you go. So
Rufus R. Freight Train Jones.
Okay. That's the experience. We have a couple of minutes left. I don't know if Aaron can find a picture of that person that quickly.
Rufus Jones.
But my point is that he set a new bar because, as somebody put in the chat room, it was the worst kept secret in all of pro wrestling that
Absolutely.
he was debuting. And still, the roof blew off, okay? He came in, obviously, how many shots he took at the WWE, we should have had an over-under bet on that. Many of them were obvious. I left wrestling in 2003, he's 5, and now I'm back, discarding all of that. The ice cream comment, the sit down in the ring.
Did you see him handing the ice cream bars out afterwards?
I did not. I did not see that.
There's footage of workers at the United Center standing at the doors, and as the fans are going out, they have boxes of CM Punk ice cream bars, and they're handing one to every person on the way out.
Absolutely.
The only thing The only thing I really wonder now, gentlemen, is what was Vince McMahon doing last night at that moment when CM Punk came out?
I bet you he wasn't even
Crapping
watching.
his depends.
I bet you he wasn't even watching.
Hyperventilating.
He knew it was coming, but I bet he wasn't even watching.
Tony Khan should sign Triple H.
And the next one's going to be Bryan Danielson.
Yeah.
And
I still
what's-
want to see some kind of like Ancestry.com proof that Nick and Tony Khan are not related.
I totally. There you go. There's a picture of the CM Punk bar rapper. Some people, I was listening to Busted Open this morning coming in. Those who got the ice cream, they were so careful in opening the package. They didn't want to ruin the package. They think the wrapper's going to be of value from that. It might be.
There's Rufus.
Oh, there's Rufus.
That's my man, Rufus R. Freight Train Jones.
My goodness.
Heavyweight champ down in the Carolina
I bet you there's
area.
some of those on eBay right now.
What,
ice cream bars?
Ice cream bars?
Or Rufus. I wasn't sure what you were
No.
referring to. All right.
Ice cream bar.
Rufus is no longer with us.
No, yeah. Oh, there you go. Something. Yes, thank you. I had a note for that. I'm glad you brought that up. WWE and Major League Baseball are teaming up. Another way that WWE and pro wrestling is getting more and more mainstream. They've teamed up with Major League. I love that.
Yes.
I love that.
What's the
Make
price?
it happen.
So
Make it happen. I'll take one right now.
Have they set a price yet?
No, I have not seen anything in price as of yet. But Major League Baseball and WWE have formed a partnership that you can now order from WWE belts with your favorite baseball team plates on the side, because they do send out. Oh my God! Look at jeez, people are
they
selling
are.
on Matt's.
Shirts from last night are going for like $600.
How much are the ice cream bars going? I'm just curious. I know we're a couple
55, 16.
And what site is this that you're
50
looking at?
eBay.
eBay has all of that. So go out there. I mean, I'd be afraid to buy an ice cream bar through how they.
It's just the wrappers. from
Oh,
what
it's
I
just the
can tell.
wrappers. Holy crap. Okay. Anyway, some people are. James put in there being sold by people for over $200. But we got a shirt in here for $600. Okay. So I have no idea what my point was. I've totally gone off the belts. So you can get your favorite. No prices have been discussed.
Hey, Sean, I'm glad you can see Rufus with your glasses now, brother. I appreciate that.
There you go. All right. So with that, Unicon.
That's right.
October 1st through the 3rd down at the World Market Center. October 1 through 3, Unicon.Vegas. Celebrity guests, toys, comics, wrestling, sports, cosplay, the whole thing. And Go Live Vegas will be the on-site streaming service all 3 days. All of our shows that day. Yeah, I'll get there. All of those days, Go Live Vegas will be there, the second floor of the tower up and above the Poor Boy Comics section.
We're going to be live.
So all of our shows that Saturday will be coming,
Live and
will be there.
Live and in color.
I'm still questionable because of another commitment. I'm trying to force the hand to find out what the final word is, but I will be there Friday and Sunday. Anyway, wrestling. 31st of August, Firehouse Subs will be live on site. Got a lot of great giveaways. The donation.
Come out and show your support.
We are now up to $400 being donated, and that's terrific. And of course, he keeps throwing me ticklers. I can't sign off. My book is available on Kindle. Let My Voice Speak to You, stories from the Las Vegas Hall of Fame broadcasting personality thing. That's available if you want a hard copy autographed. There are some copies available at the Versus Pro Studios in the Boulevard Mall. They are all autographed. If you want one personalized even more, message me on Facebook or send me an email, AaronPhillipsLV2018@gmail.com. All right, enjoy SummerSlam as best as you can. Enjoy all the wrestling activity this weekend. We're going to have a lot to talk about on next week's show. That's for damn sure.
Oh, yeah.
Final thoughts as we go, real quick.
Everybody be safe. Will, again, Top Rope Collectibles, thank you very much for the donation.
Thank you,
Greatly
sir.
appreciate
Absolutely.
it. Thank you.
Matt.
Hopefully to see a lot of people at Allegiant Stadium today. Everybody be safe.
Enjoy yourselves.
Oh, we will.
Garth.
Thanks again for everybody that's made. Oh, come on, not with the Cena. that has made these donations. And if you are someone that's suffering from depression or anything like that, don't be afraid. Pick up the phone, call somebody, talk to somebody. There are people there to help you. You are wanted. You are needed. We want to keep you all around. Thank you.
Absolutely. Jameis, I want to mention, yes, the hour, or not Jameis, Carlos, yes, the hour does go by fast. With that, top of the noon hour, 12 o'clock, Twin Brothers from Different Mothers, Neil and I will be here with our guest, Luke Perry. And as always, if you missed anything of our episodes, please ThoughtsCountAnywhere.com. Click the archives tab. It takes us to our YouTube channel where you can catch everything. Be kind to everybody. Why is that? We're all we have. Thank you so much for watching. Be safe. We'll see you next week. Post edition SummerSlam show.
Happy birthday, Brandy.
Really?